buying real estate in Roatan, Honduras, and the NAR settlement that we've heard a lot about in the United States, changing the real estate industry, maybe not really so much in the state of Colorado where I'm a broker. I'm also a licensed agent in Roatan, Honduras, and we are members of NAR, so we are technically realtors. Here's the thing, we are located in Roatan, Honduras. The lawsuit was a U.S. lawsuit, only pertains to the United States of America. In Roatan, we do things similar to the United States. However, that lawsuit and that litigation has nothing to do with us. So buying and selling is going to stay, well, it's going to stay how it has been for quite some time, where in Roatan, the seller does pay the seller's and buyer's agent. We do not legally have any type of formal contract for a buyer's agent. We've never worked that way. The compensation does come from the seller. It is a set amount. I'm obviously not giving legal advice or telling you anything of anything of that nature, just my personal opinion being a licensed agent in Roatan and a broker in the United States. And we're not talking about the United States, so there's the disclosure. So better late than never. So in Roatan, the seller pays the buyer's and seller's agent, where it is, we do have set commissions, and it is split evenly. So all of the money comes from the seller. If we can get technical with this, I've had attorneys say whoever's paying is who you legally work for, but it's still nice to have representation in Roatan. So you can either have representation, you can do a transaction broker where there's one agent that works for the transaction, which can work, well, it really depends on what you want. I never work for free, and I've never said that. I don't say it in Colorado, I don't say it in Roatan. I do get a commission on the buy or the sell side, or if I work as a transaction broker. What's nice about having a buyer's agent in Roatan versus going directly to the seller, because the commission's not going to change. You're not going to get a better deal. You might be told you're going to get a better deal, but at the end of the day, that commission, it doesn't change. So you can have someone representing you, or you can just have someone making the transaction goes through, and when it's making, they work for the transaction broker. That broker does not work for you. They work for the transaction. They do what it takes to get the transaction to go through. So there's something, and I've talked about that a lot in Colorado and why the buyer agreement is so important. Fast forward several years, now we have the NAR thing, the NAR thing. Roatan, we're still business as usual, but I always think it is good to have someone representing you on your side, because, well, the commission's already set. It's not going to change if you have someone representing you or if you don't have someone representing you. The money is set by the seller anyway, and it's already agreed to, and there is a listing agreement. Then it's already decided before you even come to the table. So, because we get a lot of that, oh, if I don't work with someone, where you don't have to, you're going to get a better deal. No, you're really not, because the deal was already made, the commission was already set. You're not going to necessarily, it's the mindset, you're negotiating in uncharted territory, and that is all I will say. Roatan, yes, it can be very similar. We do follow similar rules as the United States, but someone that's lived here for 15 years, Roatan is a completely different animal. And if you do not know if you don't know what you don't know, and there are things that, while this place looks absolutely beautiful, you want to make sure you have the right team on your side.